I'm going to just kind of work in some blues, and I want to kind of break this up into sections, kind of like Picasso's different pieces that are incorporated in the lesson. So using my pencil on a slant, I'm almost going to use it kind of like a coloring book page. Now you can mix colors within, but I think on mine I'm almost going to just pick different colors for each section. So you'll notice by shading using the colored pencil on the side, I'm not really getting any harsh lines. I'm almost using like a little bit of circle pattern. And I like to start nice and light because you could always darken it up later. And that's something we're going to be going into with our portrait drawing. So some parts like that you might have to make a little bit sharper of a line. Now, when shading and coloring in, the harder you press with your pencil, the darker it's going to be. The softer, just like when we did our op art, the lighter it's going to be. So I might make it a little bit darker on this one side and a little bit lighter coming over to here. So I'm just coloring in this one area. I feel like this one kind of looks a little sad. That's why I'm going in and I'm, gonna use some blue. This one, I feel like I'm gonna do some golds, maybe yellows. I feel like it reminds me of like a crown or something. Maybe like some nice royal colors. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna, kind of try to get a variety and think about the different shapes that you have. I might go in and color a few of these in this teal color. A few of the different shapes that I made. And then go in and kind of mix it up so that I have a lot of different variety going on. If you need to overlap a little bit, that's okay. Like I'm gonna count that all as one shape. But this is gonna really bring so much more dimension into your drawing. And you could do a bunch of different colors. Like I said, I'm just kind of sticking to one color scheme per portrait on this page. But you could just make all your portraits like super colorful if you want to. Just kind of make sure that you are separating it though into all the little pieces. So that was kind of my bun. I feel like now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do the hair all one color. Let me go in, you know what, I think I might add a little bit of purple in. I really like purple. And that's a cool tone as well, so it'll blend in nicely. So just kind of going in, and I can see it carries through here. And this is why I had you guys make quite a few of these, because there's some I really, really, really do not like. And I found this one really interesting. I liked all the drawings on it. So everything's gonna be unique, everything's gonna be different. But with anything in art, you're gonna wanna practice and try different things until you find the artwork that you're happiest with. And that's what this project was all about, experimenting with different lines, shapes, and now colors. And I'm going to call this the other side of my hair. and shade that in. And we'll be, still going in and practicing our shading tomorrow. And we will just wait one more day until we go into realistic drawing. Because I want you guys to really practice shading with the side of your pencil. That's super important before we go into any type of realism. All right, what do I want to do next? I only have so many shades here of blue, so I guess I can mix them together. But I think I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do this eye, almost like this gray. And you know what? Maybe I will make my pupil that color. Go in and I'm gonna do the eyebrows. So this won't take you guys that long once you have everything on the paper. As long as you're really, spending the time during class, working on these, there shouldn't be, any reason you guys shouldn't be able to finish these. All right, now what do I want to do? I'm going to do eyelids. Or maybe that was another eyebrow, I'm not too sure. Color in this next section. And if you guys have any questions with this, let me know. See, I'm gonna maybe mark up some areas a little bit darker. See, it's like really coming together. Go in and I'm gonna start to use this shade. And having like a little bit of dark and a little bit of light is, really interesting to get in these as well. And I'm trying to line it up the best I could to what I feel like are similar parts of the face. I think that's gonna tie it together a little bit better. We'll go into this to tie down this area. And I'm using it like pretty dark just because I feel like that eye I'm gonna say is closed. So I want to have a little bit of a shadow under it. And we'll go over all of this when we do eye drawing. I think I'm going to continue the bottom of the face with the same blue that I used for the nose. And I'm gonna kind of shade under the nose a little bit. Take your time with these, and once you get your portraits done, you know, you can go ahead and like add the color when you're watching a movie or something. I would, you know, that's something that I usually do when I'm working on different pieces of artwork. I'll have, you know, some music in or a TV show in the background. That really helps me, you know, focus. So now I have one completely shaded in. And I'm trying to get it on both cameras. That one's upside down, but I think you could still see. So let's go in. I'll do this one here, and I want to do it all pinks and reds. And I think then the other one I'll do the yellows and oranges. I feel like this one's a little more girly. It's a little odd looking, but once I get some color into it, I think it's gonna really come to life. So as far as blending goes, with this one, I'm gonna really blend all of my colors together. For pieces of the hair. So I'm kind of like overlapping, making some scribble marks because I want to get a variety. I don't want it to be so uniform. So just going through, getting a lot of different colors in there. And what I'm doing here is called scumbling. It's essentially an organized scribble. So rather than, you know, imagining maybe like a little kid scribbling all over the walls, this is meant to be in a specific place within your drawing. All right, I'm now gonna go in and I'm going to start the hair. And I'm gonna break each section up into a different shade or a different color. Okay. That's gonna really give it some movement, even though it is, you know, more of a geometric, specific shape drawing. And I'm just pressing really soft with my pencil. You could then go in and like darken it up a little bit if you want to. But I'm gonna try to follow through the lines the best I can. Now, blind contour drawings are really beautiful on their own. They really are. I'm looking for you guys just to start trying to shade a little bit with your pencil on the side and bring one of them to life. So you only have to pick your favorite one, or maybe one that's not your favorite. Maybe you want to keep your very favorite one as a line drawing. And you could send me both of those in then. That would be okay. So lots and lots of shading today. Tomorrow I will briefly go over what we're gonna be starting and just kind of checking in on all you guys that you have everything you need to complete these. And I'm filming this, so I'll post it. If you guys have any questions, you could fast forward through it as you know as well. I'm gonna then treat that as my ear. So let's go in. Make it a little bit darker of a red. And I think I'm gonna also go in and make this eyelid here kind of a dark red. And you could see that there's like some pieces of hair kind of intertwined in there, so I'm gonna try to avoid coloring those in the best I can. All right. Where do I want to go? I think I'm going to use some red to color in this eyebrow and this really super geometric shape that I have next to it. I think I'm going to kind of count that as one. And then this piece of hair going through here, there is a part of the lip. Maybe I'll just treat that as skin tone and make the other piece of hair down here pink. So almost like it's coming from behind. To go in for the face, kind of running out of colors. Maybe I'll put a little orange in. Yeah, I like that. And you can see I'm not coloring really hard, using my pencil on a diagonal. And by applying a little bit more pressure, really darkening it up. And I like that. I like that as a different thing to bring in. I think I might do the other side of my face the same and get some variety in there so that it's kind of meeting up. And you could tell that that's all like, I'll say it's a skin tone. Will be orange. So I hope you guys could see how these are really starting to blend together. I think I'm gonna make my nose orange, but then blend it into another color. So picking a color scheme is sometimes a good idea, but also if you wanna do like a bunch of really just rainbow colors, that's fine too. Maybe use some of this bright red. Shade it through there. And you guys could go in and overlap different colors as well. So I'm not really, sure if I like this up here. So I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a darker pink and blend that a little bit. All right, just making sure I like that. I'll color from upside down so you guys could see. We'll have this strand going through here, so I'm gonna do a nice contrasting red. And I really wanted to darken that up so it went against this really rich eyelid color I have. So I only have a few more pieces to fill in. Maybe I'll go in with a little bit of peach. Continue then. Just fill in the rest. What do I want to do? Let's do a light pink over here. Maybe we'll add a light pink hair strand. And you guys should all have sharpeners, when your pencils are nice and sharp, that's the best. All right, I just have the lips. What do I want to do? I think I'm gonna do a dark pink. I'm kind of lighten it up a little bit there, but then I'll darken it here. And do the same thing. I'll darken this whole area. Just color in a little bit there. Oh, and I need to do the eye. Do that pink. And then I'll do a little bit of red. So I have a lot of really warm colors in this one. A lot of reds, a lot of oranges, some pinks. Pink could sometimes be considered a warm color. And then this one I did a lot of really cool tones, a lot of blues, a little bit of purple. So I just want to kind of show you guys how those started to come out. And maybe doing so this way will help a little bit. So I have one more to do. And like I said, I think I'm gonna do that one yellows. I feel like this kind of looks royal. And I like having like that mix on my page. So we'll do yellows, maybe a little hint of orange. But I'm gonna go in first. And I really feel like this looks like a crown. Maybe I'll even incorporate a little bit of black into this one. So I'm gonna color that in all yellow, but then I'm gonna go in with a little hint of this peach and kind of blend it over this. Get a little bit of different something. I'm gonna go in with a darker yellow for like this section of the face. And because the yellows aren't that different, I'm really going to apply quite a bit of a heavy hand to my drawing pencil here. Then I'm just gonna lighten it up a little bit. I'm just ever so slightly kind of grazing it along. And I think right under the eye, I'm gonna make it a little bit heavier, because we kind of talked in the other one I did that it's gonna be a little bit darker under the eye, and we're gonna be doing our eye drawings. Bring a little bit of orange in for the eye, just really lightly, and then also for the pupil. Maybe I'll even incorporate a little bit of brown. That'd be a nice neutral color. Play around with these, have fun. Like I said, they're not meant to be super serious. Just practicing getting some observational lines down, getting some general shading down. I really like to do these, but after doing so many, like I told you, I think I need a break. Maybe I'll do a little bit of black coming in here. These colors go nice together. And I'm gonna then lighten it. So just like in our op art pieces, blending it. You could do from light to dark, dark to light. I wanna make it a little bit darker around the eye. All right, what do I want to do? I think I might go in with some peach through here. Maybe carry over this with a little orange. I'll bring this down orange. So like I said, this is really making all the shapes for you. Go in, I'll put a little tan here. Peach rather, I guess. Peach. I'm gonna use this. And then I only have like the nose to fill in now, so I guess I'm gonna use a yellow. And I'm gonna shade really dark right where it meets on the top here. and then gradually lighter as I go down. I might also make a little bit darker of a spot here. So I hope this makes sense as far as breaking it up into colors. Like I said, I'll post this after class so you guys could go in if you need to see anything. But in the end, you will want your drawing to look something like this. So you're going to be having all these different colors on here. I'm going to lift this up so we could take a look. And it really brings the whole thing together. All right. So that's pretty much the basics of adding color into your contour lines. And, you know, we'll play around with it. We'll take a look, kind of change it up, you know, as you guys go through.